Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day. Today's video is going to be on how I do my everyday eyeshadow. I've had a lot of requests on this video. If you think I just finished filming my contour video, and that's why I have half my face on and half of it not on. If you think I said blending in that video, just stay tuned because it's probably going to be said a lot in this video too. That is one thing that is very, very important when you are doing your eyeshadow. If you want that very popular smoked out look, it's going to be having a blending brush and blending. Okay, the brushes I'm using today are both, I tried to pick out very affordable stuff. That way, that if y'all liked this video and if you liked my eye look, you could go and get it. Very affordable. The two brushes I'm using today is both e.l.f. brushes. The blending brush is just called a blending eye brush, and the eyeshadow brush is just called an eyeshadow brush. This is the blending brush. This is the eyeshadow brush. So, my first step would be to prime my eyes, which I've already done off camera. That way you guys didn't have to see 15 minutes of just silliness. So my second step would be to get a transition shade. And a transition shade is what's going to be the base of all your shades. That way your shadows go on and they blend out very easily and all that kind of good stuff. The palettes I'm using is the Nudes palette by Maybelline. And this is a Pop Beauty palette. I'm just using this white color, or this shimmery white color later on in the video. So you'll see that color come into play. But that color can be found in almost any palette. It's actually in this palette right here. I just used that other one because I like it. So, my first shadow that I'm going to use is this, well, this shadow right here. And it's just like a cream shadow. It's a matte shadow, and I'm using all matte shadows because I'm a matte girl. But it's just a skin toned shadow that's just going to be your base. So I just take that and pat that all over my eye. Excuse the faces I make when I do my makeup. It is honestly untelling what kind of faces you're going to see. But I just take that with my e.l.f. eyeshadow brush and just place it all over my lid. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is place a little bit darker crease shadow. And I'll be using this one right here. I'm sorry that I don't have the names of these shadows because it really doesn't say. But if you have this palette or want to pick it up at Walmart, it's only $10 and you get, let's see, 12 shades. That's a really good deal. And so I'm using this shadow right here. I'm just taking that on my brush like so. And I'm tapping it into my crease on the outer part of my eye like this. So crease and outer part of the eye. And after I've taken that and placed it on my lid, I always take a little bit more on my blending brush. My cat is in the closet. Once again, it's just finding a way to get on the video. I think it likes my camera. Okay, so I just place this in the crease and I blend up like so. You just take it and blend it. It's very, very important. Taking all your shadows and blending them. That way you don't have big lines. Okay. So once I feel like I've got that blended pretty well over my shadow, or over my crease, and a little bit up above my crease, then I will go in with my third shade. And the third shade I'll be using is this one. It's just so I went from a very light shade to a little bit darker than that, and then a little bit darker than that. That's just kind of how I do it. I just gradually go up in the color shades. So I'm going to tap this on the outer part of my eye again and in my crease. I'm going to bring this one over a little bit more like in the middle of my eye. But once I've got a good amount on there, I'm just going to take my blending brush again and blend up. Like so. Okay, so after I've done that, I'll go in with the last and final shadow, this dark brown one over here. And place this one in the outer crease. This one you don't want to go over too far because it can take over your eye very fast. Okay. Okay, do you see the difference in this eye and this eye? Look how well blended this eye looks right now. This one not so much because I have just literally placed this eyeshadow straight on my lid and I haven't used a blending brush. This is one of the main mistakes a lot of people do whenever they're doing their makeup, is they don't blend their shadow very well, so it's just one straight line. And how much prettier does this blown out shadow look than this? A lot prettier to me. I mean, you wear your shadow however you want. Like I said, there's no judgment on this channel. So if you don't like this look, that's perfectly fine. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings a bit. But anyway, so I just blend, blend, blend. Upwards. Okay. So I have a little bit more darkness over here than I do here. So I'm just going to place a little more of the darker shadow on this eye. Okay. So I've placed it with my shadow brush. Going back in with my blending brush. Okay. Well, now that I've got, not happy right here, so I'm just going to go back in. That's one thing with eyeshadow, you know, you just go back and forth until you're satisfied with the way your look looks. So I'm pretty satisfied with the way the shadow looks on both sides of my eye. And so I'm going to go in with that, I lied. This is going to be the last shade that I use. If I can get it open without making a mess. This shimmery shade by Pop Beauty. Doesn't say what shade this is, but the palette is called Peach Parfait. So I'm going to take that, and I usually keep a washcloth or a baby wipe or something nearby that I can clean my brushes off, because after you've used that dark shade, you don't want, or I'll use a towel. See, look how much dark shadow is still on that brush. So I just clean that really well before I reuse it for another color. And if you have a good range of eyeshadow brushes, you won't have to reuse your brush for different shades. You can pick up all your other brushes, but I just wanted to use two brushes. That way it's more simple, and that way with people who are just getting started in makeup and watching my videos, you know, it won't be hard to find these eyeshadow brushes and achieve this look, and you can achieve it for very cheap. So I took that shade on my eyeshadow brush, and I'm just placing it at the start of the middle of my eye and going down right here, like so. Okay, and after I've done that, I like to carry that white shade down right here. I don't really know the center. I don't really know. But taking that blending brush back again, back and forth, my crease. Okay, so now that I've got the top of my eye done, I'm going to do the bottom. And you just want to kind of mimic the way that you done your top. So I have the shimmery shadow right here, and so I have it right here, and I'm going to go back in with this shade on my flat eyeshadow brush, and oh, done got it done on that eye, actually, and I'm going to take it along the line of my bottom lashes, like so. And then after I've placed that shadow, I usually like to go with my blending brush. That way it doesn't look like a straight, after I clean it off, it doesn't look like a straight line. It's more blended out. Like this. Just makes it a lot prettier to be blended out than just to be a straight line. So after I've placed this shade, well, everything's falling off my vanity, that's cool. I'm going to go in with that very last dark shade that I used and get it on the very tip. So I'm just dabbing that in there, blowing it off, and placing that on the outside of my bottom lash line, like so. Okay, well, I just take this and I blend it a little bit more, and that is my shadow routine. Doesn't it look really nice to have it all blended out than just sitting on your eye? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to show you the products I used one more time. That way if you want, and I'll have them listed below. That way if you want to get them, this is one of the best drugstore palettes I have ever used. It's the Maybelline The Nudes palette. Like I said, it's at Walmart for $9.99. And it has all the shades you would need for any kind of neutral eye look and any kind of smoky eye look. Whoop. And then I used 2 e.l.f. brushes. One is called the eyeshadow brush, shaped like this. One is called the blending brush, shaped like this. You do not need, 50 brushes to achieve that blown out beautiful eyeshadow. I just used those 3. Well, counting this shadow, I used 4 different products, and, I achieved that look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to film my eyeliner video now. So I'm kind of binge videoing since my husband worked over today, and trying to get a bunch of videos together because next week I'll be gone and I won't be able to film as much, or probably not at all. So that way y'all can watch videos while I'm gone and you won't have to wait a whole week while I'm gone working. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.